Our topic for today is the properties of real numbers. One of them is the commutative properties. There are two types of this, the addition and multiplication. For addition, the order of adding numbers doesn't affect the result or the sum. We have here a plus b. This is equal to b plus a. You just interchange the order of b and a, and this gives us the meaning that commutative comes from the word commute, to move. So you move the order of A and B, interchange their place, still they are equal. So for example, we have here 3 plus 8 is equals to 11. Interchange the place of 3 and 8, we have 8 plus 3 is still equal to 11. We have multiplication. The order of multiplying numbers doesn't affect the result or the product. We have here A times B is equal to B times A. Again, you interchange the place for A and B and still gives the same result. Have your 9 times 3 equals 27. You interchange the placement of 9 and 3. We have 3 times 9 is equals to 27 also. That's commutative, moving. Have associative properties. There are two types, the addition and the multiplication. In addition, changing the grouping of numbers to be added does not affect the sum or the answer or the result. We have here, we have quantity A plus B plus C, in which A and B are inside parentheses, meaning you have to add first A and B and soon C. So this is the same as equal to A plus quantity B plus C. This time, B and C are inside the parentheses, meaning you have to add them first. So for example, we have here quantity 7 plus 6 plus 4. Adding 7 and 6 is 13. Then plus 4, this is equals to 17. You move the grouping, 7 plus quantity 6 plus 4. This is equal to, add first 6 and 4, 10 plus 7, still equal to 17. So that's associative properties of addition. For multiplication, associative properties, changing the grouping of numbers to be multiplied does not affect the product. So we have here quantity A times B times C. A and B are inside the parentheses, meaning you have to multiply these two first, and next is multiply C. So this is just equal to A times quantity B times C. Now B and C are inside the parentheses, meaning you have to multiply these two first. So, and they're just equal. Only the grouping is moved. So only the parentheses is being moved from A to B, then B to C. Now, for example, you have here quantity 3 times 2 times 4. Multiply first 3 and 2, we have 6 times 4 is equals to 24. Then move the parentheses, we have 3 times quantity 2 times 4. This is equals to 3. 2 times 4 is 8, so 3 times 8, still this is equals to 24. So that's associative properties. And identity properties. Identity properties into types also, the addition. Adding 0 to any number doesn't change the result or it return to itself. So identity a plus 0 is equals to a. 15 plus 0 is equals to 15. Return to itself. Nothing's changed. Another is identity properties, multiplication. Multiplying 1 to any number doesn't change the number or it return to itself. A times 1 is equals to a. 18 times 1 is still 18. That's identity. Nothing changed for the number if you add 0 or multiply 1. The inverse properties. Still, we have addition. Every number has an additive inverse or the opposite, that when added to it, the result is 0. So, for example, we have here a plus negative a is 0. So, the inverse for positive a is negative a. If you add them, the result is 0. Or this one, 8 plus negative 8, this is equals to 0. Or negative 8 plus 8, positive 8, is equals to 0. So that's the addition property. That's the addition for inverse properties. For multiplication, every non-zero number has a multiplicative inverse. We call this reciprocal. That is, when multiplied by it, results in 1. So we have here a times 1 over a. A is cancelled here. So the answer is 1. For example, also we have here 1 over a multiplied by a. Cancel a. The result is 1. We have here a over b times b over a. Cancel a and b here. This is equals to 1. So, for example, using numbers, 8 times 1 over 8. This is equals to 1. We have here 1/6 times 6 is equals to 1. We have here 4 over 7 times 7 over 4. The result is 1. We have here the distributive property. The product of a number and the sum of two or more numbers is equal to the sum of the product of the number and its addends. To have clear perception about this, for example, you have here the formula a times quantity b plus c. You multiply a to b plus c. So multiply first. You distribute a to b and c. So first multiply is equal to a times b. Then multiply a to c plus ac. For example, we have here 3 times 5 plus 9. You distribute 3 to 5 and 9. So first multiply 3 to 5 and then multiply 3 to 9. Then 3 times 5 is 15 and 3 times 9 is 27. So we have 15 plus 27, which is equals to 42. So you can directly also add this one, but for algebra using x and y with unlike terms, you cannot add directly unlike terms. You have to use the distributive property. The zero product property. When two or more numbers are multiplied and the product is zero, then at least one of the factors must be zero or all of the factors are zero. A times B is equals to 0, then maybe A is 0 or B is 0 or both A and B are 0. This is really useful in quadratic equation, factoring quadratic equation, and finding the value of x. You set, for example, x plus 2 times x plus 7 to 0. You can find the value of x here. That's the properties of real numbers that can be useful in algebra.